Like, okay, let's wait for people to join. Okay, okay, let's wait for the next 10 minutes so that the people can join. Till then, hi Jatin, hi Amit, how are you guys doing? And please let me know if there is like audio issue, and like please confirm that is the audio and the video quality fine. Okay, audio is not clear. What's the issue, Amit? Can you please describe it? Okay, yeah, okay. Audio is clear now. So, hi everyone. I am Japsimran, uh, mobile development lead for GDSC GNDU. Also, like facilitator for this Flutter Festival, and we also have a special person with us, like Rajinder Pat Singh. We call him Sarish. So he's the main lead of our GDSC, and please take over.
So hello everyone. So myself is Nir Qasim. I am the currently leading the Google Developer Student Clubs at GNDU. So hopefully, so be active in today's session. So Japsimran will introduce about the Flutter Festival, so organized by Google itself. So yeah, So I think Japsimran, we should start now because it's already 6:34 and a lot of people
Yeah,
have
yeah,
joined.
yeah. Okay, okay. So this today's session will be like our main concern would be Flutter itself, because many of the students like they're stuck in like C++, and they can't build something out of it. So today's session will tell them how your ideas, if you have any ideas for an app or a website or a Windows application, how you can actually build that idea and publish that idea to the whole world. So in case of Android application, it would be publishing to the Play Store. iOS app would be publishing App Store, and Windows app, of course, it will be publishing on the Windows platform. So major thing, why Flutter? Like our first question. Okay, we'll learn Flutter, but why Flutter? So Flutter is a framework where you can say it's like a UI toolkit, specially made by Google. So Google created the Android framework and Google itself created Flutter. The major problem which got solved by Flutter was first multi-platforming. So using a single code base, you can run your app on multiple platforms. Okay. So what is Flutter? Google's portable UI toolkit for building beautiful multi-app platform applications. Okay. So this major reason is enough for you to get started with Flutter. If you want to build something for Android, you don't care about iOS, you don't want to build thing for web using Flutter, it's your choice. You want to build for web using your any stack you want, one stack, any stack you want. Your only focus is Android. Then also you can use Flutter. Okay, I mostly use Flutter to build my Android apps. I don't like the Flutter code. This is like very close to native. In like old releases, Flutter had like small issues like you can't like get all the native features, but Google is putting a lot of efforts, and if Google is putting a lot of efforts, you will see a rise in market opportunities for Flutter. You will see like six-figure like jobs for Flutter and so on. So here's a very like big thing why you should start Flutter. Okay, Flutter now supports iOS, Android, web, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and also embedded systems. One of the major reason, which is like more of like hidden, no one talks about it, because Flutter is very portable and lightweight, and Google wanted a operating system so that he can run, which could be run on like Android device, like also Android devices, but like things like watches, TVs, yeah, like it could be a smart washing machine, a smart fridge. So these embedded systems don't have very big capacities. So in that case, to run these, you need a different OS or like something specially built for those specifications. And in this case, Google is thinking about operating system. Uh, its name was like uh, what's the name? Let me show you. Yeah. Okay. The pronunciation, but this is an open source OS, and if you want to build any application for this OS, you can build it only using Flutter. And Google has some secret things coming in. That's why Google wanted us to promote this in this Flutter Festival, like promote, like educate you all about this. And in this, our main, we will have three targets. One, talking about the Flutter Puzzle Challenge. It's a hackathon organized by Google with like prizes about 1.5 lakh, 2 lakh per individual. Sorry, per team, prizes per team, about like 2 lakh prize per team. Team consists of 4 members. And second thing, we'll be talking about like if someone who doesn't know Flutter cannot participate in the hackathon, he or she will learn Flutter from scratch. I will be guiding you, like it will be live. So I will be guiding you how you can get started with Flutter from scratch. Okay. You have just a single code base and you will get app for everything. So everything in Flutter is a widget. You can say a widget is a container, like a div you say for the web people. It's a container, and inside container, inside more containers, you'll have containers. This is how Flutter works. Flutter is fast, productive, beautiful, open source, and portable. Fast if you build a native Android app, and at the same time, same Hello World app, Flutter's app would be fast. Also, the size would be very, very small. Second thing, productivity. If you talk about the second key, that is productivity. If you build a native Android app using Kotlin and Java and like Android Studio and XML things, what you will see, you'll have a different XML file for the design and a different file for the code base. That is a mess. Flutter gives like this opportunity in a single code base. You can write the code, and also when you want to test an Android app, you have to create an APK, and that APK would be like you have to generate that APK, test again, then generate like a small feature. Like suppose you have to change the spelling of a string, that will take a building like again and again. You have to build that APK. But in Flutter, you can do with the like press of a key. That's very fast, of course, beautiful and like material UI. Not the material UI. It is immaterial UI. The material UI like from Google itself is great. It's an open source and portable. You all know you can ship Flutter in any OS. Okay, we got the speed, we got the productivity. It's beautiful and it's open source. Okay, now our second question is Firebase. In Flutter, we'll create the Android app, but we need a server. But in this case, mostly we'll recommend not to create our own server, go serverless. Going serverless, you can use Firebase, even Google Cloud Functions, anything you want. In Firebase, you have many options like cloud messaging, authentication. You don't have to like write any logic. Okay, if you think, oh, like I don't know authentication or authorization, okay, no problems. Firebase will handle all this stuff. You have to just call the APIs. They are like 3 to 4 liner codes given by Firebase itself. Okay, and then one more thing. In this complete series, this series will be a series of 6 to 7. Okay, I guess 6 to 7 series around Flutter, where will like GDSC, like our GDSC will teach you how to get started with Flutter. Like if you don't know anything about Flutter, like this series is the way to go. So now I am talking about Google Cloud. This will be the like last series we'll be talking about Google Cloud. So during this Flutter festival, Google Cloud has given us free credits. So if someone wants to learn Google Cloud during these days, that is up to 30th March, you can simply go to Google Cloud and like I'll provide you the link. This is the link, and in this link you can have these five, no six, yeah, six I guess. These like quest, you can enroll in the quest and you can learn it for free during this event. uh, I'll paste the link in the description. Okay, so using this link you can use it till 1st May. Okay, there's a slide. uh, till now, anyone has any questions or want to tell something? Okay, till then, like everyone tell me what's your stack. Are you a web developer? Do you use Mern? You use Django? Or you are an Android developer? Do you know Flutter? Have you worked with Flutter? Anything you want to tell me about the stack? I'm waiting for replies. Okay, let's please confirm, is my voice audible to everyone? You'll have free access until May 1st using this link, which I have like just typed in description. Okay, and now in this like first event, I have described you everything what will happen in the next event. That would be we'll going from scratch, writing our first hello world program in like making our first Android hello world app. Also we'll learn through Dart fundamentals, because Flutter uses Dart programming language as its main logic stuff. Flutter is more of a UI toolkit, more of design part, which uses Dart as its logic part. Like in Django, you have Python as the logic part, and in uh, Flutter, you have Dart as its logical part. So for installing Flutter, you need two to three things. First one is like Android Studio. If you have Android Studio, like that's awesome. If you don't have, just install this, because this will install Android SDKs. Okay, you need Java JDK and Android SDK. You don't need to worry about anything. Just download this and click next, 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 and all the default settings, you are good to go. And then you need Flutter. Flutter SDKs, you can get that on Flutter website in documentation. Flutter has a complete documentation. If you are in Windows, Mac, Linux, or OS. Also, one more thing, I code in VS Code. In like for my Flutter app, I used VS Code. I'll show you this. Give me a moment. I'll show you in the code. Also, we will be building a flashlight app during this session, so you could know that Flutter can have like native features like a flashlight of a phone. I use VS Code, so we'll go through all the structure, how we get permission from the Android device, and then here I can see no device. Okay, whenever we connect a device, we'll have a device here, and we can run our code here. Okay, we have devices by default. I can start an emulator. I'll show you. I'll start one emulator. So to start an emulator, you must have Android Studio. So that you have an emulator, you should create an emulator. Then only you can start an emulator. Okay. So if you go to a Windows guide, what Flutter tells us is you need Windows 7 and above, disk space, and that is okay. One more thing, you need Git for Windows. You can click here and install the Git. That is simple. Just default settings, next, 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 and then you have to install the Flutter SDKs. So the Flutter bundle, install that. Not much of a thing, by default things. Then we'll run this command. So Flutter Doctor, if your Flutter has any problem, Flutter Doctor will tell you what exact problem you have, and that's it. If you have Android Studio, like I recommend using VS Code for this, because it's more lightweight. If you don't have a very high end setup, it is more lightweight. But if you wish to choose Android Studio, that is fine. From Android Studio, we'll just need one thing. After we install Android Studio, we'll configure and then AVD Manager, that is Android Virtual Device Manager. And I have created two uh, emulators. I'll just click here and start. Okay, yeah, it's already running. That's it. Okay, this is my emulator. It's currently turning on. Okay, so and after it turns on, and we have here, I can click here and it's launching. Okay, so if you don't wish to use VS Code, you are good to go to Android Studio. Not much of a need. Like it's just like an interface you like. Okay, let me close this. Okay, it's fine, and you can follow these steps. And if you have any specific issues regarding the installation, you can we have like different groups for different, like for like GDSC for different students. You can directly write your problems there, and the GDSC will be like very happy to solve your issue. So we'll start actual coding from tomorrow. Today was an intro session. So if you have any doubts, anyone, let me know so that we can end this session. We have like 10 more minutes to go. So anything you want to share? Also, for the Flutter puzzle challenge, you guys, the ones who know Flutter, can like text me or message me. So Flutter challenge has very awesome prizes. Flutter puzzle challenge. Okay, you can see it here how it works. Okay, and then uh, here's the puzzle challenge. Yeah, this is the video. I'm not able to find the correct slide. Yeah, yeah, this is there. So we have a lot of prizes going on, and we are around 50,000 worth of prizes, and this in this challenge. So you can like explore more things, and any questions are welcome. So this is the first session. We can end it now. Thank you for watching. So till then, if anyone has any problems or any questions, comment section is open. And also GDSC groups are always there.